bolts.
Caleb seems to
completely
be praying before his dinner here.
Completely missed the donut with his tongue. I don't know where he was going. But he got it now. Abby's trying to just figure out how to even bite it.
Those are big donuts.
Caleb, on the other hand, is making progress, but at the same time making me nauseous. Abby Lynn's working on just trying to get something going. Can't get any momentum.
Once you latch on and you can get enough bites out of it, just kind of eat your way up the donut. Then they get their mouth full and then the donut leaves and they have to reattach themselves to it.
Caleb has the tongue in the mouth technique. He guides the donut in.
Not bad for the Lightning Bolts to take the lead by 2%.
Both had as much as they could handle, that's for sure.
They had a lot of good focus, a lot of energy. Caleb, I don't know if he was praying or trying to resist grabbing the donut.
Yeah, they used some restraint, maybe a little too much. I mean, they needed to be a little more motivated in their approach as well. I think they were slow. I mean, Caleb's first stab at the donut was a complete miss. I mean, it was all air. He didn't get the donut at all, And leading with his tongue, I don't know what that was about. I'm guessing he was aiming for the hole, but he completely missed it.
Yeah. Trying to take too big of a bite right off the bat.
Well, yeah, but once he pulled it together and he got where he knew what he was doing to eat the donut, then he just directed it right down his throat.
Yeah.
The Black Ninjas.
So I imagine Zach here saying, just lower the donut into my mouth.
Right? Definitely prepared. I mean,
They're already off the bat. We're 5-10 seconds in, and they're both have 2 or 3 bites eaten. This is quite incredible.
Ashton.
They definitely had a game plan before they started.
Good job, Micah.
And because of genetics, they probably are really good at eating donuts.
So this is like you and Wade growing up then, right?
We could eat our fair share of sweets.
Yeah.
We'll just say if there's cookie dough in a bowl, wouldn't be there for very long.
What about cookie dough on a string?
Well, maybe we should try it.
Zach is a good 15-20% of his donut. Micah also has a nice chunk out of his donut.
Both going to town here.
Lost a little momentum at the end. Must have got full. Nice 40s. That's a big leap.
The best duo that we've seen for sure.
Oh, yeah. Quite a lot of determination and just even from their introduction in the previous episode, they were synchronized. They are like robots. They just devour those donuts.
Right. Yeah. Well, they were a good pair. I mean, after watching a few different films, you could tell this team was going to be prepared for this,
yeah.
and they took it by storm. I mean, you could tell from the get-go they knew what they were going to do, and they got their heads together, and like usual, they gave us a great show.
Yeah, they're consistently on fire. Never a dull day for these two.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Even though they're short, they beat the competition by leaps and bounds.
Take a bite.
Nathan,
struggling with
There
this.
you go.
yeah, he had issues from the get-go, even before he got up there. He was not prepared.
Not focused.
Yeah,
Can't quite get his mouth wrapped around that donut.
which is amazing to hear that.
There you go. Just take a huge bite.
Henry, on the other hand, seems to know what he's doing. He's got a plan.
Determined, focused,
He's
dedicated
on a
to
mission.
eating that donut.
Oh, good job. Good job.
Both of them, though, need help with their bandanas.
They may have been self-administered.
Special ed, if you ask me. And little ed.
Seems a very common thing that they lose the donut, it kind of Saturns around their head.
I think it's the sugar. I think it throws them off after a while and they can't get their bearings.
All the dopamine.
I think Nathan started off thinking it was a competition and he was going to wear a bib and eat the donut that way. And then when the competition, he figured out the rules, he realized, I got to pull this bib up over my eyes.
Well, yeah, Nathan wasn't even scheduled to compete today. Or he
under the weather?
Yeah, he wasn't feeling well, and so just seeing him out there going for it was real motivating.
Well, I don't know. He certainly wasn't 100%.
No, definitely not 100%.
Maybe he should have taken a couple more weeks off.
But he's definitely our youngest competitor. I mean, just the amount of energy that he showed was...
Yeah, definitely. The competition was a few notches above where they were at today.
Yeah.
Henry did okay. He did all right for what he had dealt as far as competition-wise. And they just came up too short.
I'm smart. Get set.
All right, well, that was a nice first bite. Just right off the bat, took a nice chunk out of it. Taylor is eating quite a bit. She just can't stand on her feet.
Well, you know, she is related to Madison, so...
I can see the resemblance here. Now, this is our only team of siblings.
Good job, Taylor.
They seem to be doing a good job sticking together.
Yep, they're both attacking these donuts like they're on a mission. I think they had a game plan before they started. But Taylor just has more tools to work with.
Did you see Taylor latch on to that and just take a nice big bite out of it?
Almost like watching an alligator eating a piece of meat.
Yeah. Wow, those are huge bites. I don't see her swallowing. Natalie is just as dedicated. I was not expecting that just pure, I don't know, rage or...
Yeah, and in the pre-game warm-ups, they were not ready.
Not ready
They
at all.
had no idea what was going on around them. They were unmotivated. They actually looked lethargic.
Nothing like a donut to brighten up your step, though, right?
Yeah, really, watching them beforehand, I thought they were both going to just fall over. They didn't look like they had any energy or anything, and it's amazing how they just pulled it together. I don't know if they were trying to fool the competition into thinking they just weren't going to be anything and they were just going to fizzle out, but they ended up really taking it to them. You know, they came on as a surprise as the last group, and Taylor was really hungry by the end.
I was not expecting that. Now, Taylor might have won the competition by herself, but the fact that Natalie ate 15% or so of her donut really helped.
Natalie was no joke.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that from her. You see, she's quiet. You don't see her, eating a lot. She kind of nibbles on things, but when it comes to competition, she is ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The first round, the police.
So let's see, the Black Ninjas took second. Mike eating about 20% of his donut. Zach eating 27% of his donut, about 47% approximately. And the Purple Slurpees ate quite a bit. Natalie ate 15%, Taylor 42%. So it's
Looking at the pie, it's almost the shape of Taylor's mouth when she was trying to eat that donut.
That's right. But you would never have guessed it, would you?
They're the most unmotivating group out there. I don't know how they mustered it up to take the lead and win. They did. My hat's off to them.
So our next two games are a sponge relay race and diving for golf balls, it looks like.
Two things at once. It's going to be interesting. For some of these kids, it's going to be a real challenge.
So, thank you for watching the second episode of the 2014 X Games. This is Bradley Saniga and Jacob Leffering from Bratho Studios signing out. Have a great night. Something like that.
Yeah,
All right.
I thought that was fine.